The morning can be gray and the grass can be green, but nonetheless, we have another world to live in, and this is ours, as given to us by the Supreme One, the Great I Am, the Ancient of Days. Good morning to you, Annette. Let us pray.
Good morning, Mr. Donald, and good morning to the nation. Unto thee, O Lord, do I lift up my soul. O my God, I trust in thee. Let me not be ashamed. Let not my enemies triumph over me. Yea, let none that wait on thee be ashamed. Let them be ashamed that transgress without cause. Show me thy way, O Lord. Teach me thy paths. Thank you, Lord. This morning we can come to you and we can indeed lift up our soul, put our trust in you. There is no other help but you, Lord. And God, this morning we recognize the earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof, they that dwell therein. So, God, we recognize you have created us, you have created this beautiful world, and you have also asked us to rejoice. This is the day that you have made. Help us to rejoice and be glad in it. And as we come this morning, we are so mindful of our sinful tendency and sinful nature, Lord. We do transgress against you this morning. So even as we come before your throne, which you have made accessible to us, that we can come with boldness and assurance in our heart and confident that whatever we ask of you, you're able to grant it unto us. We ask you that, Lord, you search my heart this morning, search our hearts, oh God, and try, as the psalmist David said, try me, see if there be any wicked in me, and cleanse me. Then will I be able to teach transgressors your ways, and sinners will be converted. So this morning, God, everything is open before your eyes. There's nothing hidden before you. And as the psalmist said, if I make my bed in hell, thou is there. If I go to the bottomless part of the sea, thou art there. And God, we recognize that you're all seeing, you're all wise, you're all knowing, you're all powerful, and nothing can be hidden from you. So our life is open before you this morning. So God, even as you show us ourselves and you show us our hearts, oh God, help us to make make that right decision to bring ourselves under under your banner, so that even as you expose our life to us and we see our sinful ways and tendency, oh God, you'll help us to see, Lord, be merciful to me. Even like the two men that went up to the temple, one was boasting about how good he was, and he always does this and does that. But the other man could not even look to you, but he smote upon his breast and he just said, Lord, be merciful to me, a sinner. And God, as the Bible said, he went to his home justified, feeling just like if he have never sinned. And God, sometimes you might may have to put us in a position where we cannot even look to you. We can see our unworthiness, our sinfulness, and our sinful tendency, God, and we can say, Lord, you stretch your hands out and be merciful to me. We can see how weak and frail we are, Lord, and without your strength and without your power, we can do nothing. So, God, even as we come today in our brokenness, whatever situation we might be going through this day, God, help us not to look to man, because the vain is the help of man. Put not our trust in chariots and horses, but in the name of the Lord. Some trust in chariots, some trust in horses, but we remember the name of the Lord our God, and the name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous runs into it and are safe. So, God, this morning, teach us to know that you are a strong tower, you're a rock, you're a shield, you're a buckler, you're a defense, you're a fortress that we can habitually come to you, Lord, even when we don't even know where else to turn, God, you are there. Father God, this morning, look down upon us with pity and mercy, Lord. And God, help us to turn from our wicked ways, Lord. Turn from our wicked ways. Lord, we see so many things have happened before us, but it doesn't change anything. We continue from day to day in the same lifestyle, the same way. And oh God, God, you're not pleased with our attitude at times, oh God. But Lord, help us this morning that we take some introspection in our own life and we'll ask ourselves a question. What is our life? Our life is like a vapor, Lord. It is like a flower that appears so beautiful in the morning, it's all its glory. But as soon as the heat passes over it, it is soon withered. Help us to, Lord, teach us how to number our days so that we apply our hearts to wisdom. Sometimes we said we'll do this, we'll go here, we'll accomplish this, but help us to know that we cannot accomplish anything in our own strength. But even when we trust you, as the psalmist said, I can do all things through Christ who gives me the strength. Teach us today how to love each other. Teach us today how to embrace each other. Even many of us are going through struggles because of the part of burial, what has happened, Lord. Some of us are trying to rebuild and rebound, oh God. May you grant strength, may you provide, may you meet every need. And oh God, may we not lose hope and become as people without any hope, Lord. Once we have life, God, we can able to rebuild and rebound. So God, we pray that even for Grenada at this time, Lord, you're going to bless our country. You're going to help us, Lord, to be a people who look to you, Lord, even in this situation. I know the task is a hard one ahead, it's great, but Lord, those in authority you have called to lead and to be entrusted in this beautiful nation, God, I pray that they would rule well, give them a heart of wisdom, give them a heart of knowledge and understanding, and all the other sectors, the private sector, the NGOs, all sectors of society will put our hands to the plow, the churches and so on to build and to help each other. So, Father God, give us a blessed and productive day. We ask, Lord, that whatsoever our hands find to do today, we do it not to please men or for the glory of men, but, Lord God, that we will do it all to glorify your name. In Jesus' name, I pray with thanksgiving. Amen and amen.
Amen. And how are you this morning, my dear sister
Oh,
Annette? And how is the family?
we're doing good so far, thank God.
Well, that's good news.
Yes.
That's good news.
And you?
Me, I'm good. As they say, brilliant.
Okay. Oh, praise the Lord.
Yeah. How's
And
Terry?
all that is
Terry
within me, praise
making
his holy
Terry
name.
Terry making porridge?
No, I don't think so. I still in salt fish, so maybe doing something nice there. I don't know.
Yeah. All right. Well, enjoy for me. Yeah, if you could enjoy
Mm-hmm.
for me. All right. Take care of yourself,
Yes.
dear.
Yeah.
All right, then. Bye bye. Good. It's real. It's 91. Good morning to all you lovely people in the Grenada. Good morning to you lovely people in Carriacou and the P Martinique too. What's up? What's popping? I'm good. I'm okay. I'm still in the land of the living. Yeah. Still able to give thanks and praise to the great I am, the supreme creator, the ancient of days. Yeah, the one who's responsible for us being here. Still able to do that. So whether or not you like it or you don't like it, you got me. Somebody met me yesterday. Good morning again, friends. Somebody met me yesterday. Was it yesterday? No, something last week, can say. Watch Chuplins just speaking on the radio there, Andre. Where the hush him out? So I'm like, oh, well, you are a fine person. You have a choice. You don't have to listen. Remember, on your radio, there's a dial. You can change the frequency. You can turn the volume off. You can power down the radio. You don't have to stay and take the garbage that I give out. Come on. And I say this so that you understand that you don't have to stand up in front of someone and listen to garbage that they're spewing out daily. You can just simply move away. You can simply just walk away. And you don't even have to. You don't even have to respond to them. You don't even have to. I respond to them sometimes. Yeah. I'm not going to do something, play you that. I respond to them sometimes. But then when I respond, I'm like, shucks, Andre, don't even bother responding to these people. Yeah. It's just that, and I wouldn't even call them haters, you know. Some of them don't hate you, but it's just that they just don't like you. They don't hate you. Some of them don't have the capacity to hate. They just don't like you. And then you ask yourself the reason, well, why is it they don't like me? Why is it that person doesn't like me? First, quit asking yourself the question, why is it a person doesn't like you? Don't even bother to ask yourself that question. What you have to understand that you're created in the image and likeness of the Ancient of Days. If he didn't like you, you wouldn't be here. You would never be here if he didn't like you. So why are you concerning yourself about someone else who doesn't like you? Come on, you can do better than that. So just a couple of thoughts this morning, that's all. It's real, it's 91.9, 91.5, www.drealfmgrenada.com. Good morning, Grenada. Good morning, Caribbean. Good morning to the WORLD.
Of many cultural activities within the trial and state of Grenada.
My name is Anderson Matheson, also known as Leftist, and I'm a calypsonian and string band music player from Carrico. I support the games of the National Lottery Authority because culture benefits tremendously. Annually, the NLA supports the Carrico Matinee Carnival, the Carrico String Band Music Festival, and all regattas, among other activities. When I play the game of the NLA, I can see where my money goes, and it's an investment into our culture.
Yes, Grenada, when you play the games of the NLA, you enable us to invest in the skills and talents of our people in the areas of sports, culture, and nation building.
In an industry where customers expect quality, M&N Hardware Limited is a leader in locally manufactured aluminum windows, doors, roofing, and guttering. Our manufacturing division is efficient, flexible, and will always go the extra mile to surpass customer expectations. If you need security, sash, casement, or projected windows, we're able to do it. Our security and heavy-duty doors are state-of-the-art and can be customized specifically for you. Using innovative coating technologies and protective film, our roofing and guttering is weather-resistant, providing outstanding color retention for many years. Available in 24 and 26 gauge and a variety of color options. We are the leading company, a family that is proving to customers they can have their dream products. M&N Hardware Limited. Foundation to roof, let's build together.
50 years as an independent nation. Now that's a reason to celebrate. Bank on a bright future with Coop Bank as we celebrate more than 50 years of partnership with Grenadians. Aspire, build, and advance with 100% financing to buy land, purchase or build your home, or make those much-needed home upgrades. No loan fees, no legal fees, low interest rates. And that's not all. 100% financing on brand new vehicles with 50% off loan fees. Celebrate you this year with special financing from Coop Bank. Apply today.
Welcome home. Become a leak finder. Check for leaks in and around your home. Common places for leaks in the home are kitchen pipes, below kitchen sinks, shower heads, bathroom faucets, toilet tanks, and laundry rooms. One drip every second adds up to 5 gallons per day.
A message from the Climate Resilient Water Sector in Grenada, G-Cruise Project.
search for happiness, you got to leave a little room for loneliness. More things could happen all of a sudden before you realize it's only a disguise. You got to be careful. You got to be careful with what you do and how you're doing it. If you do, when you're doing it, you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful, careful.
The Grenville Cooperative Credit Union, the credit union of Grenville, takes you where you want to be. Feel secure with the Credit Union of Grenville, taking care of all your financial needs, including savings, loans, mortgages, and sound financial advice. Serving you with branches on Jubilee Street in Grenville, Lucas Street in St. George's, and new, spacious, convenient, and modern facilities on Seton Brown Street in Grenville and Grand Anse. Call us on 442-8602 or visit one of our offices. With Grenville Cooperative Credit Union, the Credit Union of Grenville, your financial security is guaranteed.
Step inside. Immerse yourself in colors that come alive.
Color by Sissons.
Let your imagination run wild. Surround yourself in a world of color.
Color by Sissons.
Endless inspiration. Bold expression. Bold expression.
Color by Sissons. Sissons. Express your style with Color by Sissons.
Tourism is me. Tourism is you. Tourism is everybody, and tourism connects us all.
Did you know that tourism generates revenue and foreign exchange earnings?
Did you know it stimulates infrastructural development and facilitates cultural exchange among people?
You must know tourism is linked to all industries,
from agriculture to construction.
So support the industry today and be welcoming to all our visitors.
Tourism is my business. Tourism is your business. Tourism is our business. Listen one and all.
Tourism connects us all. A message from the Ministry of Tourism
and the Grenada Tourism Authority.
In an industry where customers expect quality, M&N Hardware Limited is a leader in locally manufactured aluminum windows, doors, roofing, and guttering. Our manufacturing division is efficient, flexible, and will always go the extra mile to surpass customer expectations. If you need security, sash, casement, or projected windows, we're able to do it. Our security and heavy-duty doors are state-of-the-art and can be customized specifically for you. Using innovative coating technologies and protective film, our roofing and guttering is weather-resistant, providing outstanding color retention for many years. Available in 24 and 26 gauge and a variety of color options. We are the leading company, a family that is proving to customers they can have their dream products. M&N Hardware Limited. Foundation to roof, let's build together.
In Grenada, we supply fertilizers, herbicides, seedlings and nursery supplies, diesel water pumps, walk-behind tillers, organic and environmentally friendly agricultural inputs. We're serving you from 2 locations at Birch Grove and booth 34 at the Vendors Market in Grenville. Cost-effective agricultural solutions for all your needs. Visit Gittins Home and Garden Center for the best in everything agriculture. Call us on 409-2175 or 438-4337. Gittins Home and Garden Center, from your farm to your backyard.
Step inside. Immerse yourself in colors that come alive.
Color by Sissons.
Let your imagination run wild. Surround yourself in a world of colors.
Color by Sissons.
Endless inspiration. Bold expression. Bold expression.
Color by Sissons. Sissons. Express your style with Color by Sissons.
It is said, the proof of the pudding is in the eating. Therefore, the authenticity of the beverage can only be acquired in the taste. A taste which is original to Antoine de Beauregard Industries and comes from a combination of spices and local rum, which can hold its own all over the world. Woodman, a strength which speaks for itself. A taste which stands out from the rest, bottled with care, which speaks to perfection. Try Woodman today and be stunned by a flavor as never before. Let your palate savor that which is produced locally. Do not be deterred by substandard products. Our taste speaks volumes and sets us apart from the competition. You will be satisfied with every sip of our product. Say rum, say Woodman, feel satisfaction. Now that's quality.
It is time, that time again, on another beautiful morning on my side. I don't know what it's going to be on your side, but it's pretty okay on my side. But it's time for us to reach down to the folks at the Morris Bishop International Airport Meteorological Office. And this morning we'll speak to the guy who represents the parish of St. John, the town, Guelph, speaking to Jason Robertson. Good morning, Jason.
Morning to Andre, and morning to our listeners on Free FM. Let's take a look at the weather for today, Tuesday, the 23rd day of July, 2024. At Point Salin, it is cloudy and slight hazy. The moderate breeze is from the east-southeast at 16 miles per hour. The barometric pressure is 1015.2 millibars, which is above normal and rising. The present temperature, 28.5 degrees Celsius, relative humidity, 83%. Yesterday's maximum temperature was 31.5 degrees Celsius and the minimum last night 27.1 degrees Celsius. Over the past 24 hours, we had 1 millimeter of rain at the airport. The total for the month so far, 116.9 millimeters. Now for the public focus of Grenada, Carriacou and Petit Martinique Valley for today and tonight. The weather is expected to be partly cloudy to cloudy with brief to scattered showers, which could become heavier overnight and accompanied by lightning and thunder. And the public should take note here that small-scale slides and flooding is possible overnight. Today's maximum temperature should reach 30.5 degrees Celsius. Wind should be easterly to east-southeasterly at 12 to 22 miles per hour. The sea should be moderate with waves 4 to 6 feet in open waters. The tide is currently falling way below at 10 a.m. and high at 4 p.m. Sunset today 6:35, sunrise tomorrow 5:52. To repeat the forecast, the weather is expected to be partly cloudy to cloudy with brief to scattered showers, which could become heavier overnight and accompanied by lightning and thunder. The public should take note here that small-scale slide and flooding is possible overnight. From the Morris Bishop International Airport, Jason Robertson reporting.
Thank you very much, Jason Robertson at the Morris Bishop International Airport. Jason Robertson from the parish of St. John, the town Guelph, on the western side of the island. Referred to, meaning the town Guelph, the town that never sleeps, and the fishing village. Good morning to all the Guelpharians here. Where are you Guelpharians this one? Dugo? Yeah, Dugo is a Go area. Yeah, he's from there. Gotta do what you gotta do on another beautiful day inside a Sweet Spice country, irrespective of the challenges that will come your way. Remember I said will come your way, not may come your way. The challenges are gonna come no matter what. What you have to do as an individual is seek ways to do so and rise above it. You know, I spoke to, many years ago, I spoke to a gentleman by the name of Frank Hughes. Anybody remember that name, Frank Hughes? No, not Alistair Hughes. Alistair Hughes, famous Grenadian or Caribbean journalist, that is.
It's a hungry world out there.
Frank and Alistair, brothers, yeah.
With everybody's from
Frank Hughes is more commonly known as Vega One. Remember that name now, Vega One.
To swoop down on you, and there's no telling what.
And I remember Vega One saying to me, Andre, understand in life that there's so many things that you can go up against. But whenever, and listen to this, this is what was the crux of the matter for me in relation to speaking to Vega One, Frank Hughes. And he says, understand this, Andre, never ever challenge evil. So I'm like, what? He says, never ever challenge evil. When evil comes, do not put up a fight. I'm like, what? He says, do not put up a fight when evil comes, Andre. He says, because you do not have the strength. The human does not have the strength to fight against evil. He says, remember, even Jesus sidestepped Satan. He never went up against him to fight against him. He sidestepped. So I say to you today, when you realize that evil is coming your way, just sidestep. Do not try to fight evil. No. That would not be a good thing. You will become nothing. Straight up nothing. Fighting against evil. Good morning, Grenada. Remember, if you need to get in contact with us here, the time is 7:30, right? If you need to get in contact with us here, meaning at the studio, 442-0175, that's a WhatsApp number. If you need to get in contact with us here at Real FM, telephone service not back yet. If you need to reach business, 442-0975 or 406-6188. Those are the numbers you can dial for that purpose. Good morning. As my nephew would say, good morning, Vietnam. No, not like that. Good morning, Vietnam.
With everybody scrambling to get a share. Wolves in sheep clothing, boats of prey waiting to swoop down on you, and there's no telling what they'll do. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. Where you go when you're walking, what you say when you're talking, you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful, careful. Challenges of life without fear. Greed and jealousy, hatred and envy, man, you have to move with care.
gotta be careful in whatever you do. You know, I've been thinking, is that rain? No, I don't think it's rain. Yeah, but I was having some thoughts earlier this morning, when I woke in, trying to put thoughts together for this morning's program, and not for the life of me I could come up with anything. It's just like one of those mornings when everything just seems to be, going the other way, the way you don't want it to go. Yeah, that's how things seem this morning. Baby Daddy, good morning. How you doing? Yeah, Baby Daddy says good morning to all. And as usual, he says, hey, come on. Hulk up the likes, man. Hulk up the likes. Why are you procrastinating like that? You can't afford to do that. You need to hulk up the likes. Press the likes like crazy. I want more than 100 likes this morning. Can we do that? We have about 90-something people. Let me see how many. About 98 people listening and viewing already on the channel. Norma Ray, good morning to you. Norma Ray, did you press that like button already? As a matter of fact, all the persons who here chatting with me, have you done so and pressed that like button already? Cicely Celestine, how are you doing? Good morning. Where's Anne-Marie? I ain't even see Anne-Marie yet. And Anne-Marie Celestine Grant. Hey, Kathleen Knight, top of the morning to Shemaine Ragbasin and Desmond DeBellet. What's popping? Good morning to you. My good friend Peter, inside of the Dominican Republic. Joycelyn France, top of the morning to you. And Deborah Laborde. What's up, Deborah? Just everything is good? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I need a haircut, don't you think? Yeah. Get rid of some of these scratchy beard thing, yeah. I feel I have to go to the barber maybe sometime within the next couple of days. I think I should do that. What do you think? You agree? What do you think? Okay? Yeah, I'll go to the barber. Haircut. Or should I believe I grow dreads. What do you think? Yeah. I think I grow dreads. Good morning, Goddess Bella. What's up, girl? How you doing? Goddess, I like your profile picture this morning. Yeah. Girl, when you coming to Grenada? Maxine Belfont, what's up? Yeah, as Goddess will say to everyone, tap that like button, hit that share button. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, hey, what better day than to do today? Subscribe to that channel. Brenda Phillip, good morning to you. What's up, Brenda? Everything good? Yeah, I'm cool. Good morning to Maxine Belfont. Hey, yeah. Everybody's saying, oh, Andre, you look very special. I look special every day. Get that. Learn that and believe that. Yeah. Anne-Marie Celestine Grant, you're here. You there. Good morning. Yeah. Oh, Norma Ray, you pressed the like button already. Agnes Phillip. Good morning, Agnes. Agnes, have you pressed that like button as yet? Yeah. Well, please, if you didn't do so now. Brenda is saying I need to leave a few strands of hair so I can pull. Why do I need to pull hair for? Yeah, I do it, but why do I need to? I don't need to do that. Yeah, I could do without that. Okay, Brenda. Brenda, where are you? Oh, Brenda's in Grenville. Yeah. Brenda's in Grenville. I'm kind of like losing it a little bit here. Okay, so we have about 110 persons already viewing the channel. So at least if you can get 100 out of the 110 persons that are viewing to hit the like button, then I don't have to do so and be begging every day for you to hit that like button, subscribe, share. No, come on, hit the like button and just share the thing. Yeah. So more and more people will be able to view this channel. And if more and more people view the channel, then it's better for all of us. Yeah. Oh, Brenda is saying that weather conditions on her side are a bit dark. Well, good morning to Norma Felix. How are you doing, Norma? So let me grab my notepad here. See, this is my notepad. I usually take it most places with me. Why? Because sometimes I just feel to write. Yeah, I don't like to type all the time. Sometimes I just feel to write. I'm looking in the notepad to see if I've written anything recently, and it doesn't look like that. But there's something that I believe I need to do and speak about. And I'd like to have contributions from you. Those of you who can make that call using WhatsApp. Hey, yeah, it's your turn now. Those of you in WhatsApp land, if I put it that way, it's your turn now to show your support, because we don't have the use of the landlines. Something that came up to me over the weekend. I was sitting there and just thinking, and I realized that the National Democratic Congress, young government, young in terms of the physical age of the individuals who are MPs and who are senators too. I am not here to think people's age, but looking at it, maybe Toes might be the oldest person as an MP on their side. It could be. But of course, I'm not his godfather. So generally, a young, yes, Brenda, it's open this morning. You can call. Generally, a young group of individuals are running this country. They're the decision makers. And what is rather interesting is that these individuals, knowing that they're young and it's their first go at it, having absolutely no experience whatsoever, they continue to not take advice. As a matter of fact, if you look around, there used to be a couple of advisors, now there are none. These people just basically, they're attempting to run a ministry. They are attempting to run a ministry without any help whatsoever, and not listening to the people within the ministry who know how to do this thing. Not listening to their senior assistant secretaries, not listening to their CEOs, not listening to their permanent secretaries, not listening to anybody, just doing nothing. And believing that they are doing the best thing possible. And that is the biggest problem that is facing us right now. Because these people are not taking any advice, not from anybody. I don't expect them to take advice from me. No. But they're not taking advice from anybody. And as a result of that, our country continues to lag behind. Don't take my word for it. Don't take my word for it. But I want us to pay attention in the coming months. Pay attention to the Grenadine Islands of St. Vincent. Pay attention to the Grenadine Islands of St. Vincent. And then pay attention to Carriacou and Petite Martinique. Pay attention to Carriacou and Petite Martinique. And look, and you will see for yourselves the countries as they bounce back, or the islands as they bounce back from Hurricane Beryl. In 6 months' time, look at Union Island, Kanawan, Myro, Mustique. Look at them. And then look at Carriacou and Petite Martinique in 6 months. And then you will tell me what's the difference you're seeing. Then you'd realize that we have some people here who know nothing. Who know nothing, and they refuse to take advice. Don't just take my word for it. Look then, and you would see. Running a ministry is not putting up a parlor by the side of the road. And even that too is probably one of the most difficult things to manage. Because you have to know when to go and get ice, because you ain't have current yet, you ain't have a little running water yet, but you have clean water there stored in barrels and buckets and whatever. But you have to know when to go and get water, you have to know when to go and get ice, you have to know where the ice is, you have to get a transport to bring the ice to you. All these sorts of things that you have to manage in a day. So as when Andre passed by, he can get a cold beer. When Andre passes by, he can get some chicken and chips that is safe. All these things you have to do with your little parlor by the side of the road. So running a parlor is, boy, a very interesting and a taxing thing. Yes, it is. So I can't say that, hey, running a ministry is not like if you're running a parlor. Running a parlor might be more difficult. But running a ministry, it is not a simple thing. Don't for one moment believe that running a ministry is a simple thing. However, what we need are people to understand. And when I say all people here, I'm speaking of our ministers of government. Most of you in there, it's your first job. And no one gets into a job first time and performs at the maximum. It's impossible. But you're behaving like, hey, you are God's gift to Grenada. But you're not God's gift to Grenada. You're the person God put in charge at this particular point in time for a reason. And that reason is for Grenadians to check themselves. Yes, God is Bella, I believe it is rain. Good morning to you, Terrence Charles and Pedro, good morning. And also Christopher Stewart, good morning. How you doing, Crystal? Natalia John, top of the morning to you. And Errol Bonaparte, Samuel John, good morning also. Ann Andrews, wow. All you people checking in. Deborah Flanders, what's up? What's popping on your neck of the woods? Okay, let me go check and see how many people have signed up, have hit that like button already for the morning. Yeah, let's go and check and see that, because this is a crazy thing. Did somebody send me a message? Let me check that. I always like to double check it out. Did somebody send me? Nah. One of those junk things. Are you guys paying attention to what's happening in the United States? Didn't I tell you all that Joe Biden will not be running for election? I told you all that. You all never believe me. Yeah. I told you, Sleepy Joe couldn't make it. And he's not going to make it. We only have 64 likes? No. We have to do better than that. 65 now? Come on. I'll put one. So I'll make it 66. And let me see if I refresh. So you have 66 likes, because even me, I'm liking the program too. I'm liking myself this morning. But as I said to you, the numbers are open. Meaning the line. Sorry, not the numbers. The line is open. So Brenda, if you wanted to call to make a point, you can, 442-0175. That, of course, has to be a WhatsApp. The landlines cannot be accessed at this time. Now, I want us to take a moment and recognize the efforts of the Royal Grenada Police Force. I want us to take a moment and recognize the efforts of the Royal Grenada Police Force. And I do believe that with the advent of Hurricane Beryl, the RGPF performed not just creditably, but performed at a very high standard. And based on my knowledge, I want to say good morning to Tafawa Pierre, senior officer within the RGPF, and all he did within the Eastern District, himself and all other officers there. Mr. Thomas, good morning to you. Thomas is the husband of Mrs. Delma Thomas. It is reported, Mr. Thomas, that you did well. Miss Adrian Lewis, second in charge, I believe, on the western side. Props to you also. Inspector Bedeau, efficiently running the Sates police station. Good morning to you, Inspector Bedeau, and all those in your charge. Good morning. You guys did well. But the person or the officer who stands out for me is Inspector Portia Nicholas. Of course she's from St. Patrick. Stop it. Come on, you know we good like that. But the inspector, together with some good folks, I don't know the names, they did clearance from Moran right into Shantimel. Hats off to you, Inspector, on your leadership. And I hope and pray that your superiors will recognize what you have done. I hope they will see the qualities in you, and you'll be rewarded for the work that you have done and continue to do. I also hope that those who serve with you are also recognized for the efforts. So top of the morning to you, Inspector Portia Nicholas. I call on the Ministry for Agriculture. I call on you at this time to make a move, to say something. And don't just use the PSs and the senior assistant secretaries and so on within the ministry to speak. The Minister for Agriculture, you need to take the point in this one. Sir, have you visited farms in St. Patrick, to see the devastation that has taken place? Have you spoken to the nutmeg farmers in the north of the island? Have you gone to their farms and realized how these plots have been ravaged? Sir, you need to be more hands-on here. If we do not do what has to be done at this time, you talk about agriculture failing, agriculture will certainly die. Ministry of Agriculture, or to the minister, here's what, sir. You must, at this time, with all the billions of dollars that the country is collecting through, CBI, you must, at this time, provide assistance to all farmers, especially to the farmers of the cocoa and nutmeg industries. You have to. You have to. You know that they have to cut back everything. You know that. You know that for most of them, it is their only source of income. You know that. And what you need to do is to sit with these farmers or sit with the associations. The Cocoa Association, sit with them. Stop making Mr. Hastic believe that he's untouchable. Sit with him, bring him back down to the ground and say, yo, Mr. Hastic, let's work on things for the nation, for the cocoa industry. Go inside of the Nutmeg Association. Understand Wayne George is some head honcho inside of there. Get Wayne to start doing things. He would know, or he should know. But then again, the last person who was at the helm of the nutmeg industry was from that area, the kind of a Hermitage, Upper St. John area. And he didn't do a very good job. I'm speaking here of Leo Cato. He didn't do a very good job, so I wonder if Wayne is going to do a good job. But Wayne, you need to do a better job. And I say to the Nutmeg Association, Real FM has never been against you. You've been not liking some of the things that you've been doing. To the cocoa industry, Real FM has never been against you. Agriculture on a whole, Real FM is the only station, without fail, who gives up 1.5 hours every week. Every week. To agriculture. Be it spice, be it nutmeg, be it sauce up, be it cocoa, whatever. We give that to the farmers. 1.5 hours per week. Do the maths, and you'd realize how many hours that is for the month. Do you understand? That's what we do. So we stand by what we say. No other station can come close to us in our contribution to agriculture. But here's what? Ministries. The Ministry of Agriculture, let me tell you something which is very interesting. Within a week of the National Democratic Congress coming into office, a week, let's say 2 weeks, of them coming to office. No, of them appointing the different ministers. I spoke to the First Minister for Agriculture, live on Real FM. I spoke to Adrian Persuader Thomas, then Minister for Agriculture. I think he's in culture now. They take out the agri and leave him with the culture. I spoke to him live on the radio. And I pledged the support of this entity going forward with agriculture. From then to now, I've heard nothing nothing official from the Ministry of Agriculture saying, hey, what do you do? How do you do this? How can we make the program better? How can we have representation on the program on a fortnightly basis or a weekly basis or whatever? How is that possible? Can we really do that? Nothing, not a word. The Cocoa Association, they would not come. Why? Because they don't like the fact that they've been criticized by me on a number of occasions. They don't like that. The Nutmeg Association? Ha! Are you crazy? Nope. I don't know what Wayne George is going to do now. Somebody could tell Wayne, hey, Andre been calling your name, boy. Yeah. I don't know what Wayne George is going to do. And Wayne, if you're going to do something different, and if you have the time this morning, call and just say, hey, I am going to do different. 442-0175. That is a WhatsApp number. You can reach us, Wayne George. If you really and truly believe that you can make a difference, and you will make a difference, if you believe that, call me. Grenada. We have to realize that we have square pegs in wrong holes. If we continue like this, our nation will suffer. The country will die. Realize that we need to do things different. Raining now, I hope it is just raining here. And when I say here, I mean just over Real FM. Not because I want all the rain to myself, but because the people who have lost their roofs, all the roofs that have been lost, they are now shivering with this rain. There are those who are still without tarpaulins. There are those who got a piece of tarpaulin and it is not enough. Grenada. What happened to the folks in La Fortune and Livra? Bringing food for them does not cut it. More needs to be done now. And you'll probably say, well, more wasn't done under Emily and Ivan. Huh? I tell you. The port was in full swing? No. The airport was in full swing? No. Grenada was just, bam, shut down. Today, the port, full swing. The airport, full swing. Our sources of income, except your Real FM, but the sources of income for the nation, they have not dried up. They are not affected. The effect of the storm, of the hurricane, happened basically in St. Patrick, some parts of St. Andrew, of course, and Carriacou, Martinique. That's where the devastation took place. And, of course, St. Patrick, yeah? So, the government still has the seat to work from. I hear some of y'all start the narrative, oh, the Prime Minister didn't go anyway, and then he didn't behave like the past prime minister and go on a battleship. And when I listen to this stupidness being perpetrated, it hurts. You know why it hurts? If I have to help you come out of the mud, I cannot be in the mud with you. I cannot be in the mud with you if I am to help you come out of the mud. Because what is going to happen if I am in the mud with you? We'll just be fighting against each other to get out of the mud. If I am not in a better place, how can I help you? So when you talk this stupidness about, oh, he go on battleship or whatever, well, what do you expect him to do? I don't know if he went. I never asked him. I must ask him that one day. But if he did, what do you expect him to do? He must put himself in a position where he can link with other island nations, with other countries throughout the world, and say, hey, this is what has happened to Grenada, my country. I need your help. What the hell? You expect him to stay there with you in the mud, and how you gonna help? You gonna use a megaphone and shout out? I hear some of you in Calypsos and Sons saying this kind of thing. After 20 years, you know. After 20 years, you still saying that? Well, Kit Mitchell must be important to all you. After 20 years, you still perpetrating that garbage? Oh, come on. Sometimes I just feel to just close my book, slam it down there, and go home. But I wouldn't do that. I love you too much and I respect you too much for me to do something like that to you. I'm going to take a commercial break, though, and then come right back to you. This is real. This is 91.9, 91.5, www.drealfmgrenada.com.
In an industry where customers expect quality, M&N Hardware Limited is a leader in locally manufactured aluminum windows, doors, roofing, and guttering. Our manufacturing division is efficient, flexible, and will always go the extra mile to surpass customer expectations. If you need security, sash, casement, or projected windows, we're able to do it. Our security and heavy-duty doors are state-of-the-art and can be customized specifically for you. Using innovative coating technologies and protective film, our roofing and guttering is weather-resistant, providing outstanding color retention for many years. Available in 24 and 26 gauge and a variety of color options. We are the leading company, a family that is proving to customers they can have their dream products. M&N Hardware Limited. Foundation to roof, let's build together.
Like family, it's always exciting when lottery players get together. Now the lottery games are joining in the fun. Check out the multiplier family of Instacash games. 5 times the cash at $2, 10 times the cash at $3, and 20 times the cash at $5. On your tickets, match any of our numbers with any of the winning numbers and win the prize below that number. There's more. Multiply your winnings up to 5 times, 10 times, or 20 times more. Winning is easy. Play Monday to Sunday. There are no draws to wait on. Win instantly. It's the multiplier family of Instacash games with over $675,000 to be won instantly. Don't just buy one, buy all, because family is everything. Must be 18 years and older to play. NLA, making family dreams come true.
Step inside. Immerse yourself in colors that come alive.
Color by Seasons.
Let your imagination run wild. Surround yourself in a world of color.
Color by Seasons.
Endless inspiration.
Express your style with Color by Sissons.
The first word when you speak about furniture is classic. Yes, at Classic Furniture, they design and make the best in local furniture. All their products are made from the finest local wood available on island. You think it, they design it and make it to your expectations. The highest standards at the best possible price, and they also provide higher purchase for you, their valued customers. Located on Ben Jones Street in Grenville, with their factory at Chantemelle in St. Patrick. That's where you need to visit when looking for products made of the finest local wood. They deliver and install items at no extra cost. Your satisfaction is their mission. The extra step is taken to ensure their customers are completely satisfied. They do doors and finished kitchen, supplies mattresses, and restores antique pieces to look like the first day they were made. Hey, give us a call on 442-4645 and 442-9726. Classic Furniture, Grenada's homegrown furniture producers.
It is said, the proof of the pudding is in the eating. Therefore, the authenticity of the beverage can only be acquired in the taste. A taste which is original to Antoine de Beauregard Industries and comes from a combination of spices and local rum, which can hold its own all over the world. Woodman, a strength which speaks for itself. A taste which stands out from the rest, bottled with care, which speaks to perfection. Try Woodman today and be stunned by a flavor as never before. Let your palate savor that which is produced locally. Do not be deterred by substandard products. Our taste speaks volumes and sets us apart from the competition. You will be satisfied with every sip of our product. Say rum, say Woodman, feel satisfaction. Now that's quality.
Tourism is me, tourism is you. Tourism is everybody, and tourism connects us all.
Did you know that tourism generates revenue and foreign exchange earnings?
Did you know it stimulates infrastructural development and facilitates cultural exchange among people?
You must know tourism is linked to all industries,
from agriculture to construction.
So support the industry today and be welcoming to all our visitors.
Tourism is my business. Tourism is your business. Tourism is our business. Listen one and all. Tourism connects us all.
A message from the Ministry of Tourism
and the Grenada Tourism Authority.
Sponsor of many cultural activities within the Tri-Island state of Grenada.
My name is Anderson Matterson, also known as Leftist, and I'm a Calypsonian and string band music player from Carrico. I support the games of the National Lottery Authority because culture benefits tremendously. Annually, the NLA supports the Carrico and Pritimatini Carnival, the Carrico String Band Music Festival, and all regattas, among other activities. When I play the game of the NLA, I can see where my money goes, and it's an investment into our culture.
Yes, Grenada, when you play the games of the NLA, you enable us to invest in the skills and talents of our people in the areas of sports, culture, and nation building.
In an industry where customers expect quality, M&N Hardware Limited is a leader in locally manufactured aluminum windows, doors, roofing, and guttering. Our manufacturing division is efficient, flexible, and will always go the extra mile to surpass customer expectations. If you need security, sash, casement, or projected windows, we're able to do it. Our security and heavy-duty doors are state-of-the-art and can be customized specifically for you. Using innovative coating technologies and protective film, our roofing and guttering is weather-resistant, providing outstanding color retention for many years. Available in 24 and 26 gauge and a variety of color options. We are the leading company, a family that is proving to customers they can have their dream products. M&N Hardware Limited. Foundation to roof, let's build together.
50 years as an independent nation. Now that's a reason to celebrate. Bank on a bright future with Quad Bank as we celebrate more than 50 years of partnership with Grenadians. Aspire, build, and advance with 100% financing to buy land, purchase or build your home, or make those much-needed home upgrades. No loan fees, no legal fees, low interest rates. And that's not all. 100% financing on brand new vehicles with 50% off loan fees. Celebrate you this year with special financing from Quad Bank. Apply today.
Welcome home.
Become a leak finder. Check for leaks in and around your home. Common places for leaks in the home are kitchen pipes, below kitchen sinks, shower heads, bathroom faucets, toilet tanks, and laundry rooms. One drip every second adds up to 5 gallons per day.
A message from the Climate Resilient Water Sector in Grenada G-Cruise Project.
Got to be careful there, whatever you do. So I was talking, and then Wolfgang typed, and he said the battleship was the only source of communication in and out of Grenada. It was a command and control source. That's how resources were able to be sourced for Grenada. Tell them. Yeah, tell them. Oh boy. Okay. All right. Let's go back to something that Wolfgang said again. And you can type your comments. I'll try my best to read as many of them as I can. 2 days before burial, PM Deacon was watching cricket in a foreign country when he should have been making sure shelters were stocked and reinforced with water and food supplies and good communication. Now, that is something I want to have my 2 pence on. And I'm not saying that the PM doesn't have a time or shouldn't have a time to socialize. He has all right to socialize. But Chief, when you have a hurricane bearing down on you, and by all charts and all modules, it shows that it is going to hit Grenada and its dependencies. It shows that. Now, I ain't telling you don't go and watch cricket, but you should have known better. You should have known better than to go to a cricket match. Yes, I know it's West Indies, and yes, I know you want them to win. So that is why you go, because you figure that you are a winner, so West Indies will be a winner. Well, no, West Indies wasn't playing. It was the finals. So you weren't even needed at that match to cheer on anybody. So you didn't have to go, sir. But then again, as I say, you're a big man, you can do whatever you want. You made an error. But what is very interesting, in relation to you doing that cricket thing, sir, I'm still trying to find out, how is it former Prime Minister Keith Mitchell, now leader of the opposition, he went to that same cricket match. You did not go to the cricket match with commercial airline, nor did you return to Grenada with commercial airlines. Keith Mitchell went to the cricket match and returned from the cricket match with commercial airline. How is it that Keith Mitchell was able to finish looking at the match, get to Grantley Adams International Airport in Barbados, and was able to board a flight to Grenada, a commercial flight at that, board a flight to Grenada, and get here before you, Mr. Prime Minister? So all the time we were waiting for that press conference that was moved and moved and moved and moved and moved. All the time we were waiting for that press conference, sir. If Keith Mitchell had to do it, he would have been in Grenada. Well, he was in Grenada long before you and could have done it before you even got into Grenada. Where did you go? You did not fly commercial back into Grenada. Keith Mitchell flew commercial into Grenada. How did I know? Oh, my daughter told me because she was on the same flight into Grenada. So she told me, hey, I saw Dr. Mitchell. I'm like, oh, okay. So that's how I knew that he got in here before you, and he flew commercial. You're doing private. How the hell does it happen that he gets here before you? I'm driving my car. No stops. Broom. I'm going to St. George's. A bus making all the stops, dropping and pick up and pick up and dropping and pick up and whatever, slowing down because you didn't have people, plenty of people in the road and all sorts of dumb things that they will talk about the bus another time. But that bus is able to get into St. George's before me, and I'm private. Mr. Prime Minister, you need to tell us, where did you go to after the cricket? You see, people worrying and they're thinking about you went to the cricket. I'm not worried about that. Because the cricket finished in good time for you to get back to Grenada and have that press conference. Where did you go, Mr. Prime Minister? That is my question that I'm asking this morning. Where did you go after the cricket? Is it that you went to drink, have fun? You guys had a party? Or did you go up the islands for a trip and then come back down? Where did you go, Mr. Prime Minister? I believe that you need to explain to the Grenadian people where you went. Where did you go? I'm going to read another comment. Andre, they have Nadman now because him. So they have briefing every 10 minutes. So if there was a battleship in our waters in time of disaster with all communications down, any smart person would, of course, go on the battleship. You know, I'm still trying to do so and understand what happened to us, And why is it that we're carrying the narrative of Keith Mitchell 20 years later? 20 years later, you know, we're carrying that narrative of Keith Mitchell. Something wrong with us. Something really and truly wrong with us. Somebody's saying that he flew to Dubai before returning to Grenada. No, I don't think that the time wasn't enough for him to fly to Dubai. So no, I don't think so. Nadma. Nadma, I am not feeling you in St. Patrick. Not saying that you're not there. But I'm not feeling you. Now, there are persons in Montrich who have suffered. There are persons in Lafayette who have suffered. There are persons in Liver who have suffered. There are persons in Rose Hill, in River Sally who have suffered. Nadma, I'm not seeing you. I'm not feeling you. Where are you? What are you doing? It has been said before, and I'm going to say it again. Looks like if Prime Minister Gonzalez in St. Vincent is going to start to employ people of Union Island to clean up Union Island. We're still in the mood of volunteer, volunteer, volunteer. Bringing people to Carriacou to volunteer. Come on, man. Let's stop that stupidness. Let us stop that foolishness. How can you continue to let that happen? So we're going to volunteer for the rest of our lives? Come on. We have to stop this. Empower the people to clean their places. There are people in Carriacou and PD Martinique who are without a bread. They have different things to pay. They have life insurances to pay. They have all sorts of things to pay. And you have an opportunity now. They have medication to buy too. You have an opportunity now to cause them to make $1, and you're telling people from the mainland, let's go up and volunteer. Minister Williams, you have to stop that. You have to stop that. You have monies now. Before the hurricane, you claimed, and other ministers claimed that, hey, we did not have a problem for monies. And that's brilliant. How come hurricane passed and in less than 3 weeks you have a problem with monies? Like, really? Come on. Let us be serious about cleaning. Let us be serious about cleaning. And we must have a plan. What is the plan? Let the people know what is the plan. All the debris, how are we going to get rid of it? Do you have a plan for Carriacou and PD Martinique as to how to get rid of all that garbage? Do you have a plan? Do you have a plan for St. Patrick, that all the garbage that is left after the people sought to rebuild in whichever way they can? Do you have a plan as to how they can get rid of the garbage? You don't expect everybody to have a truck. They can't make that, but you can have a situation where you say, okay, on X day or Y days, the trucks are going to pass. Please put the stuff out by the road. What is the plan? Do you understand? You got insurance monies. You got insurance monies. And today you asking for volunteers? The volunteerism has stopped or should stop by now. Let's get serious about cleaning up. Let us get serious about cleaning up. Let us have a plan as to how the cleaning is going to be done. What's wrong with us? If you paying in peanuts, it's only monkeys that are coming in. If you're paying in peanuts, it's only monkeys that you're going to get. $60, $80 a day to clean with good leadership, excuse me, can lead to a lot of things. Come on, we can do it. If St. Vincent can do it, why can't we? Why can't we? If St. Vincent can do it. Government, you have the monies. You have the monies. Nobody's saying that you ain't got the monies. You got the monies. That what, 118 million EC dollars? Thereabout, 118. You got the monies. And another thing. Government should give as much assistance as possible to individuals in Grenada, in Carriacou, in PD Martinique who suffered as a result of burial, government should give them as much help as they can to build back better. However, government's main responsibility should be the infrastructure, the hospital, the police station, the medical clinics, and other government structures that have been damaged. This is and should be the focus of government. And of course, the most vulnerable people. This is and should be the focus of government. Assisting the vulnerable people to build back stronger and better. Do you understand? And if a person wants to build a particular kind of house back, that's them. That's on them. And no, as government, you ain't giving nobody no monies in hand. You're dealing with material, galvanized, wood, whatever. That's what you're dealing, nails, screws, whatever. That's what you're dealing with, not monies. And you want to put, you want to behave like the insurance company to put the person in the position that they were just before the hurricane hit. If they can improve on their own, then it's all up to them. But you need to put them in that position. So for the people with the massive buildings who got licked up, I'm not saying that you shouldn't help them, but most of them will be able to build back on their own, so you don't need to focus on them. If they come to you and you could help, then you do help. Because everyone should share in the pie. However, do not for one moment believe that you as government, you going around trying to help everybody. You're going to fail. And you need to know that you are going to fail. Get your act together. Let me look at some of the comments here. Wolfgang, 55 million US, they're still asking for volunteers. Yeah. All right. Again, Wolfgang, with 55 million US insurance claim, buildings material should be pouring in. I agree too. Andre, he's not Sleepy Joe. His name is Joe Biden. What American politics has to do with Grenada? We have a president, not a PM. Raymond Smith. Raymond, I tell you something. I spoke early this morning about evil and having to step away from evil and not do so and fight evil, because you cannot fight evil. I don't have the strength to fight evil, and I feel that you're evil, Raymond. So I'm not even going to give you a reply to what you've just said. The schools. Yes, Christine Otley, the schools in Carriacou, they're a mess now, most of them. So they have to be built back. But what I'm asking here, what are the plans? Are we going to put the children into school under tents, and where are we going to place the tents? And are these things going to be safe? Or are we going to move the children to the mainland and have them set up in some sort of a hostel? And so we have a place up here, what's it called? Barry's Country Resort. Maybe we can take some children to put them in McDonald College and have some people rent Barry's Country Resort and have some children live there. What's that possibility? Make it a men's hostel for young boys and send the boys off to McDonald College and put the girls somewhere else, or put the girls there and put the boys somewhere else? How are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? And that is what our problem is. We don't know. We don't know at this time what the government is doing. We don't know. .9 Real FM. Good morning, Grenada. Good morning, Caribbean. Good morning to the WORLD. Love you people, love you tons, and here's hoping that you will love me as I love you.
When you talk, when you run, when you walk, what you say, when you talk.
Let me check quickly and see if we got the 100 that we were looking for. No, we just at 88. Come on. Come on, we could do the 100, yeah? We have what, about 205 viewers now? Come on, those of you who have not hit that like button as yet, hit it now. We're looking to do 100 this morning. Love you too, Bella.
Both of prey waiting to swoop down on you, and there's no telling what they'll do. You gotta be careful.
4420175. I can take some comments this morning. Let's see. Let's deal with the comments now that are going to be online. Let's see. And we're starting with Chrissy Batiste, and that's the last person who commented. Good morning. She says, good morning, Mr. Donald and the Real FM family. Chrissy, good morning to you, dear heart, and trust that you are doing fine today. So yeah, I'm going to deal with the comments as they come in right now. Let's see. And based on what Goddess is saying, it seems that the likes have grown, and we now have 96. Antonito, good morning. I haven't heard, well, I did hear from you yesterday. Thought you were going to give us a call in this morning. What's up with you, man? You have nothing to say? I don't believe that at Antonito. Now, you're not in a position that you have nothing to say? No, do better than that. You know that. 4420175. That's a WhatsApp. Call us, friends.
To move with care in that jungle out there.
We have moved one up to 97. We need just 3 more to make that 100. Who's it going to be? Who's going to help us? Antonito, did you hit that like button as yet?
How you move when you move it.
Yes, Sky is saying to me here, Mr. Donald, I think that first letter should be G. The government does not have a plan, they're just doing. I believe you. I honestly believe that's one of the statements I have to believe. The government does not have a plan, they're just doing. Antonito, good morning. How are you?
Hey, morning, brother Andrew. Morning, Real FM people. How are we doing?
I'm okay. I'm okay. Just trying to make sure that everything is fine, but I'm okay.
Well, good to hear. I mean, the station is not working right up to mark because getting kind of low down here, very low on the frequency I'm on.
Are you on 91.5?
91. Yeah, it's kind of low down here, boy.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I'll speak to Jay, and if you see him, speak to him. Go across by the garage over there. You close.
By Ned?
Yeah, go by Ned.
Ned. I know where Jay is.
Yeah, go by Ned. Yeah. And find him and say, yo, go and turn it up.
Yeah. Andre, I've been happening to be looking at what's been happening for the last couple of weeks with this hurricane, Beryl and Carrico and such. And indeed, yes, this government, as with all government, will always get support. All government will get support from regional countries and leaders. And what is standing out to me is a CRIF payment with addition to Grenlick and Nawasa on that insurance thing. And this government seems to be getting a lot of financial aid. And you rightly said so that time for the voluntarism with this freeness, we have to stop because people right now has to get back to work, right? You can be going 3 weeks on and still want people to be volunteering and doing it for free. I remember this the first Monday after Hurricane Ivan, I was back out to work, literally back out to work because the company I was at, they had generators and only basically one galvanizer was off the roof. One. And we were back working. We all have to come together. I don't know how proactive this government thinking, but to me, the PM the Minister of Finance, the social partners, the Minister of Social Development, they need to come up with a comprehensive thing and get this thing going, because this guy they put in front, this Andy Williams guy and this Tevin Andrew guy, to me, them men are just helter-skelter. They're just going on in circles. Going on in circles. And it don't make no sense. Yes, people will volunteer. Yes, groups will volunteer. No problem with that. But you need to get artisans. You need the carpenters. You need the masons right now. The rainy season is in full effect, right? And rain is falling almost every living day around the island, in particular, the northern side, Carriacou, St. Patrick's, Grenville, all these places. And these are the places that was hit with the brunt of this hurricane, the aftermath of the hurricane, and still right now we still seeing the breeze blowing hard and thing. So these men, I don't know. To me, it's amazing. But hear this. This letter I saw that was addressed to a senator at the Botanical Gardens concerning a bank, a development bank. I want to know question one, does the senator live in the Botanical Gardens? Because the last time I checked, that is not where he lives in, that's in a house. So that is one flaw of that letter. That letter is supposed to be addressed to his personal address, not in the ministry. So that one flaw. Secondly, the letter was vague, a very vague open letter. That just saying that you don't have no loans with the bank, or you never took it. You never said that you never took a loan. You just say you have no loan with the bank. Like everybody who deal with financial institutions, once you finish paying off your principal, or you don't pay your loan, the bank will give you a letter saying that you don't have no loans they're paying anymore. It's as simple as that. So who don't understand what just happened there? That is another dark smoke. And that is how this government operates in this dark smoke, right? You have a minister, a sitting minister right now that claims to be a businessman, that claims that he took a loan and he applied for the loan before he became a minister. But the right thing for that minister to do when he became a minister or a member of parliament was to recluse himself. He didn't. And then you hear about the business that he say that he took a loan to get bailed from, the business closed down. Then you hear the collateral that he put up for security for that same said loan, he sold it. These are the things that we see in our plain sight, and nobody seems to be talking about it. But no, you have a guy speaking for the NDC, because I will call it the NDC program, talking about what we said on another program. We're talking stupidness and the government should come in and shut down program. But my goodness, brother, what you were saying for the last 9 years, the last 9 years, they get away with basically murder on radio. Nobody can tell you nothing. All sorts of things called for Prime Minister and members of his parliament, including females, all kind of derogatory name, including number 10. No, you want people to shut up? Andre, hypocrisy is, I know, but like we bring hypocrisy in Grenada. What say you?
I say that you have said it all.
I mean,
I say that you have said it all.
And I keep saying it, we are on a dangerous path with this dangerous democracy, because if we cannot say what, I didn't say you say what you want to, but you are speaking your truths and you cannot say it. So I want to know one thing. Anything that you have said or anybody on your program has said that is a lie and is wrong, why haven't you guys been sued for slander or taken the court or taken the task? Why? Nothing you guys said has been wrong. You might put a little slanted with a little humor, but nothing you guys say is wrong. The government is getting money. They are getting support. You see boatloads going up with tanks and building supplies. But who is getting these things on them? Who are the people that is getting these supplies and relief? Who? You can't see it. But yet you have a minister saying that his whole house gone. Lo and behold, nothing wrong with the man's house. The man come on social media crying, literally crying. If that, Mr. Andre, is not deception, I don't know. This man come and say what? $2 and some cents you have in your account after you get paid. I don't know why. Too much. We need to pay attention and we need to continue talking, and we shall never stop talking. They cannot take us all to court. Because once you're on the right side of the law and the right side of history, you will always be vindicated, and the truth needs no defense. They can't get away from that one. That's all I had to say this morning, Andrew.
Oh, by the way, may I ask you a question, please? And the question is...
Go ahead, brother.
You're a sticker for dates and everything. Whatever happened to was it the month of June or the month of July that we're supposed to see the $50 note?
Yeah, well, I think we've seen it this this month. I think that is out right now, because I think I've seen something with some.
Okay.
Yeah, so you're paying $80 for a booklet to get $50, and you're paying $100 for some magazine or $150 or something like that. But there's some release out on
You're paying $80 to get the 100 to get $50.
Yeah, with a booklet. There's they make a whole committee, a whole $50 secretariat with all these things you can order online and stuff. You didn't read?
No, I didn't.
I will send it to you on WhatsApp.
Yeah, please do. Because I can't. Okay. I don't understand the maths of paying $80 to get $50. I don't understand that maths.
Well,
that maths kind of.
Well, they say it's cumulative, so I guess you pay for that.
So that means I can't use that $50 to trade?
Well, from what I'm also hearing, the $50 also is legal tender. So it's up to you now if you want to trade it. If you become in a sticky situation that you need $50, I guess you might be losing part of your history, but I don't know. I'm not interested in that.
One love, brethren. Take care of yourself, yeah?
Yeah, brother.
All right, good. It's Readers 91. Good morning, Grenada. Good morning, Caribbean. Good morning to the world. We got a caller here. Let's say good morning to you, my dear Matheson lady. How are you?
All right, I'm all right, thank you. I'm just trying. I can't call sometimes. The connection is so bad, it's cutting off all the time.
Okay.
But I've been charging the phone. In the car. And I said, let me call you and tell you good morning. But am I on the air?
Yes, you are.
Okay. Listen, I do agree with what he said concerning the people coming over here and cleaning up Carriacou. I think it's very, very unfair to the Carriacou people. They're sitting there and the people just come there cleaning. They're not doing massive cleanup. Some places they're picking up some rubbish. We got some big truck. And the truck, if they continue cleaning, they could clean up the whole area. But what they're doing, there are a lot of people cleaning up. They're cleaning just the drain. Sometimes the water came down so heavy and there is nothing in the drain. They wash away everything what's in the drain. So as far as I'm concerned, I don't know what they clean up. What's wrong with Carriacou people? Why don't you give them a job? Why are you the government asking them to do voluntary work? They have to buy soap to wash the clothes. They have the one food. As you said, they have bills to pay. I was planning to call. I was calling one program this morning and explain that to them. We do not appreciate it. Let the Grenadians stay home. Let them do what they have to do and employ the Carriacou people. Men, women, young girls and boys, they could work. Give them something. That hence the reason why Kit Mitchell makes sure he ensure Grenada to get a big, massive payout. What happened to that money? Mr. Donald, what happened to it? Are they spending the money? Spend it on us. We in problem. Right now, the rain is coming. As Antonito said, that is true. The rain is coming, Mr. Donald, and the water coming down heavy. The tarpaulin have, some of them, you don't put it properly. I appreciate it, but it's not done properly. And you have belly. So you have a big belly of water, and then that water will come down inside the house. We have to run and catch bucket and put it, you're getting wet as well. So the bucket have to try and go under the water, and then the wind is blowing. So when you think the water is falling in one place, it's not, it's going to somewhere else. So everything going over and over and over again. It is a disaster. We have work to do. The people and them, there is no brigade. Why don't they have a brigade? Kit Muchelis to do that. Form a brigade with people to go around and check on the people. I live in away from the road. We don't see anything. My village is dead. They say things happening, but nothing happening in my village. You do hear the loudspeaker when they're telling you that the prime minister is here. But other things like relief, we're not seeing them. But thank God for the Samaritan Post.
Hello?
And then someone told me about Mr. Donald?
Yes, you're saying thank
Hello?
God for the Samaritan Purse?
Yes, they're the one who helping us. Yesterday I went there and they gave me an extra tarpaulin and pieces of board, like wood to cover the tarpaulin to help, to keep it down. So I'm very, very grateful to them. But what I'm saying, there is more could be done. Yesterday, we run out of water, and someone tell me, run to the village over there. They give a particular shop goods, water, food stuff. Go and ask, So I went there and I say, I'm begging, I have to go, So I went and I got case of water, 2 cases of water, and they give me some food. I appreciate that. But if we, the people in this village here, if we don't go out and find help, we are starving. We just sit there, they ignore us. It is not right. The government not doing nothing to help us. And tell A.J. William to stay away from Carriacou. He's not doing nothing to better Carriacou. He's just making a political mileage. That's all he's doing. Going around talking. And he's just creating political mileage for himself to show people that he's doing something. He's just using reverse psychology on people. And I'm watching him. What he's saying is not speaking the truth. So tell him to stay in Grenada, come up in Carriacou. We don't need him. I don't need him because he's not coming around to see the people in the village. He's staying in the bigger in the town or places where it's easy for him. But people outside, but the Samaritan Post, they're going and meet the people, not the Grenadian people, outsiders. Right? You should be ashamed. Tell him to tell the government, tell Mr. Deacon Mitchell to take a page of St. Vincent book and what they're doing for the people in St. Vincent. They could do so much for us. He could do it. He have the money. As I said, money is not a problem. So please do it for us, right? Because it is not right. We're suffering. No, rain is coming. What's happening? In my bedroom, the water coming into my bedroom. Because there isn't no roof. But at the end of the day, he could help. Why don't he help to assist us? He could do it. My God, it's a shame. You can't put children to do manger property in big people thing. Anyway, Mr. Donald, you have a blessed day because they voted for little children to come and govern the country, and they haven't got no experience to govern this country. It's a disaster time. Look at Kit Mitchell when it was Ivan. He was on the ball. People was getting help. People was coming to visit you and to help us. Now look at this one. We don't even know if they exist. When you go to the town, as I say, it's only outside people helping us. The Samaritan people, they're helping us. And I really, really appreciate them. I really, really do appreciate them. They come and they climb up the hill and they come and look for us. I do appreciate them, honestly. But this government, I don't know. I don't know. We Grenadian people are going to make a big mistake. No, we're in trouble. We want to see who could do the work now. Let's remember Keith Mitchell, the goodness that he's done. Mr. Donald, you have a nice day. God bless you.
Take care, Madison. Love you.
Yes. Okay, then. Yeah. Bye-bye. Bye.
No, there's absolutely nothing else that I need to say in relation to the program this morning, except to say that the time is some 4 minutes before the top. 4 minutes before the 9 o'clock hour. 9 o'clock, we've got news for you on Real 91.9 FM.
What you say?
After Matheson there, I don't think that we're going to say anything more except to say, government, please get your act together. Get your act together. The people of Grenada, Northern Grenada, the people of Carriacou, the people of Piedmont need assistance to get back on their feet. Do what you got to do. It is the Realist 91.9, 91.5, www.therealfmgrenada.com.
Meet the challenges of life without fear. Greed and jealousy.
It's hoping that you'll have a wonderful Tuesday. It was raining a short while ago. I think it has stopped now. Those of you still getting wet, hey, I know. I feel your pain.
You gotta be careful.
And I hope that the rain will stop and somebody will come to your assistance. Peace, love, happiness, and joy. Tomorrow morning, you've got Carl and the Igwe. Yeah, Big Master Carl. That's tomorrow morning, God's will. So take care of yourself, be good. Love always. Man gone.
In your search for happiness, you gotta leave a little room for loneliness.